Dear friends, right now it may seem to many of us that everything is only getting worse. Many of us lose heart sometimes. I often hear that people are then unhappy with themselves because this has happened to them. But it's perfectly okay to have one or more days where things are difficult because being spiritual doesn't mean that you're always in a good mood and everything is bright and breezy. So don't be cross with yourself if this ever happens to you. With the flood of negative news and difficult circumstances, it's also a great challenge to stay centered. But therein lies great opportunity for our inner growth. What we focus our thoughts on primarily is of crucial importance. It's so important to keep reminding yourself of this, which is why I'm writing to you about it. Our energy flows to where our thoughts are primarily focused, and that's where our personal reality is. Things happen in the outside world that we can't change right now, but we can try to keep our focus on the fact that there is something good in every situation, even if we can't see it yet. Right now, most people on earth are living in a reality of fear and anxiety, and for many people it's impossible to imagine feeling that things are fine. They're afraid and worried. And for them it's very difficult to get out of this state of fear and worry. It's therefore all the more important that those people who do have the possibility, due to their personal circumstances and their consciousness, mentally step out of this reality. To be able to do that, we have to start shifting our focus to other things. It's so important right now to engage in things that bring us joy, to surround ourselves with positive people, to remember there is also a great deal of light on the earth. And there are also changes that are light filled. And to see where these light filled changes are, we must remember that there are very, very many of us who are remembering what this is really all about more and more. If we do this, we broaden our horizons again and realize that there is much more to it than what we see and hear in the media every day. If we listen to the media, our consciousness is automatically limited if we only surround ourselves with the information that most media present us with concerning the current situation. You could say it's like a collective hypnosis. We should keep our focus on what else there is besides this, even if we have to look for it more intensely, namely on joy, on love, on confidence, and on the light-filled things that are on the earth, on the small things in everyday life which can be so simple and beautiful, even if it's a smile or a flower or a stone. And it's also important to keep reminding ourselves to ask our spiritual helpers for help, and to remember that all will be well in the end. And it's important that until then we see to it that we don't lose our focus on the good, and don't forget that the light is still on the earth, even if it's supposed to be hidden under a so-called fear reality. Every one of us is light. Sometimes we feel that and sometimes we don't. Our light is like the sky. Sometimes the sun shines and we feel our light. And sometimes it's cloudy or raining, and then we maybe don't feel our light. But above the clouds, the blue sky, and the sun, our light is still there. Yours, Christina.